Testing, audio check. Hello, good evening. My name is KieranTheWise. We're here for the LLL³ versus OG's Tiebreaker for GOO International group stages. I'm joined this evening by the Plague34.
Hello there. Terrified to be casting on an actual caster stream rather than a podcaster's.
So the good news is you get your control of your own camera, so you can just like zone in on one lane if you want. I often just try and keep an eye on the health bars and try and follow each lane. It looks like they're dropping down. But sometimes these heroes get burst down and you've got no chance.
Yeah, obviously with Judo doing the camera work for Ted, I'm a bit of a rogue entity because I'm the only one who uses their own camera for most of the game. So I'm messing Judo's flow up because I'm talking about some random shit on the other side of the map that they have to try and follow.
Really making it much harder. The in-house like observing like feels this guy kind of it's like one step closer to professional production, right? I think like secondary observers. But I think
yeah, it is. It's really good. It's very helpful. I think especially because like it's going to sound very stupid, but 3 games it's a lot to do. It really fucking saps you when you get to game 3. Not having to do your own camera gives you like a little bit of extra just belief and hope in your own life that can carry you through game 3.
I was going to ask a quick question to chat. Is the audio levels alright between us? I've had some various issues with audio levels in the past, so I'd like to try and get it nailed before we even get into a lobby. I'll keep an eye on chat for a confirmation that you and I are similar levels of volume, and then that's always a good start. It'll be interesting. It's an interesting game we've got here because this is the last series they played as well. So this is the last series that these teams played was the best of 2, where they had a draw. So we're gonna be looking at this is like a grudge match between the 2 of them.
I mean, any match with NZFedX in it has the chance of being a grudge match.
Absolutely.
The guy knows how to generate enemies. Oh, exciting moment. I've been invited to the lobby.
A lobby. Good stuff. Let's always get one. I don't know. I actually went through Plague's middleman, his butler, to secure him for the cast. So I need to turn Plague up a little bit. Julie.
Don't do it too much because I lean backwards and forwards in my chair, and that will vary the noise.
It looks about right. As what I can see on levels is correct. It looks approximately what we'd expect. So, have you been following much of the group stage? I know you've chimed in for the LLL³ versus Bad Lads, Tit Warblers series, right?
Tit Warblers, yeah. So I've watched. So obviously I'm coaching Wogan's, whatever our second part of our team name is, and so I'm tracking our group quite closely. And then Tit Warblers LLL is the only other group I really watched at all. Because there's so many of my people that I love and hate in this group that I've had to tune in.
It's I think it's quite a fun group. I mean, when I saw the group draws, I thought, oh god, after the first 3 were drawn, I thought, I wouldn't want to be in that one. And then LLL³ got chucked there as well. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I guess I'm going to be following that group then, intently.
Well, remind me, were LLL³ the first GOO International winners, right?
Well, LLL were, yes.
Yeah. Well,
so of that remaining team, you have FedX and Webanana. And Coop, actually, because Coop was the substitute in for Hobbit in the finals. So, actually, so Coop is like a notional player for LLL originally. And of course, then last year they had the divergency with Emu and Schmupster, and Hobbit again. And this year, scraped together another fine stack of goons.
I mean, Coop is an absolute gamer. I think one of the best supports of the tournament. So any team that can get her on it is going to do quite well. And NZFedX is, despite all the bad things I say about him, he's a very good mid player. The main question is he abusing alcohol before the match? That's what we need to determine.
It's if always a coin flip, and it's a Sunday evening. Who knows?
Who knows?
He could be on the come down.
He is very good at mid. Honestly, it's a pretty good stack, you know. And then Web and Banana are just dog shit, but at least Crusty, Jim, and Camohero can make some plays.
Yeah, I mean, so the mid matchups be fun. We have Peebo versus NZFedX. I believe last time Peebo beat FedX's TA in game 1, but they still came back and won the game, probably behind Crusty Jim. And then the second game we had NZFedX Pango, which did okay against the sniper, against Peebo's sniper, but I don't think was the defining moment in that game.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for LLL, especially for Crusty Jim. I've noticed he doesn't play massively meta offlaners. Like when people talk about it, it's like Death Prophet and things like that, which can do okay. But at the moment, it's not really a DP meta. So finding a spot for him in the draft is quite difficult. And then you want to give NZFedX the winning mid matchup, but you also need to find where Banana a good matchup. It's really tough.
Absolutely. So I believe LLL³ won the toss and took first pick, and that means OGs took the Radiant side. And this is a best of 1, so we won't see any flipping round. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. I think LLL³ trying to know that they want to prioritize some of their heroes.
Yeah, I think for first pick, getting Coop a good hero, Lich in particular, I've seen her stand out on pretty impressively, would be good. Other than that, it's probably Camohero's pos 4, but I think, I may be wrong here, as a pos 4 Camohero has not had like stunning performances, so I think if you're prioritizing anyone first pick, it's Coop.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the issue though is people have been prioritizing like the Shadow Demon ban against Coop, the Lich ban against Coop, and we've seen a Clockwork ban here, which I think is Camo rather than Coop hero. But
yeah, Clock is just the
yeah.
I don't. It's hard to even evaluate how good it is. It's just like everyone's got it in their heads now. We're just getting rid of Clockwork.
Yeah, I was talking with Coop and Webanana early this week, and I think they've arrived at the conclusion that maybe Lich isn't the hero to play with Webanana. Not because Coop's bad on the hero. To the contrary. Coop is very good, but is used to playing with people she can't talk to and with a different playstyle. And Lich does not suit the way Banana wants to play the lane.
Yeah, there is a lot of... I mean, supports, you need to think about 2 major things when drafting them. The first is lane, obviously. It's the most important thing they do is securing a lane. The second is, how do they interact with your mid laner? How are they going to vibe hero-wise there? If it's a Lich, it's a very good for like a Pango Primal Beast kind of mid laners who can go in with Frost Shield on them. But I think NZFedX plays most of the time things like SF and TA that play further back and need more aggressive supports to go in for them. So I think Lich doesn't fit super well. But I still think it's just a fucking great hero at the moment. It feels so good in lane that it just secures such free games for your carry if you can get it.
So it looks like LLL³ have learnt a lesson from last series. I'm not sure if you saw it, but in game 2 they got absolutely destroyed by Wyvern. So they've learnt a lesson there at least, and they've banned that out. They've also banned the Luna. I think it's not a Webanana hero, and it's quite strong at the moment, so it's an easy ban.
Yeah, Soldier's pretty good Luna. It's worth getting rid of. And if it's good enough that you can kind of first pick it, and just say, come at me, bro. Which you never want to leave that kind of carry in the pool.
Yeah. I think this might be the first time we've seen LLL³ play the Lion. Now, if this was Yim mid, there's a good chance this could be a Lion mid, but as it's FedX, I don't think he's so much of a Lion mid player. A Bane.
I mean, obviously, I play most of my Dotes with Ashwin, who is a big, I would say, an innovator of the Lion mid. So I'm used to it doing really fucking well, pretty much regardless of the game. I don't know how it does down here. It seems a lot tougher.
I think goons don't necessarily have to deal with a double stun though. It's quite a good thing because you can guarantee they're going to stack it slightly, so you have hopefully 1.5 stuns.
And the biggest problem for Lion is laning. His laning is so shit. Even with the suck build, it's just pretty miserable.
The damage on suck, you mean?
Yeah, the damage on suck. It helps a bit. But you're still not like, shit, yeah, Lion's going to win my lane for me. I can pick whatever I want. You've got to have pretty tanky melee hero that can stand on its own in lane.
Could this Lion be preempting towards a carry or mid who's very mana intensive, like a Storm Spirit or a Juice? Okay, I was going to say Juicer, but then
Juicer is banned by them, so obviously they're not thinking that far ahead. I think Lion probably pos 4. Lion pos 5 is the worst place for him. He sucks, and all because you know it's the classic like mechanic of you can pick a melee pos 1 and have a miserable time. But why would you do that? Why not get some tanky, like high damage ranged heroes to be a pos 5 or tanky melee heroes to be pos 5, and then pick a good carry off that, and then let your offlaner suck with the Lion lane.
So it looks like we've seen both of OG's heroes here. Vi picking, as we expect from him, a save hero, from a ranged save hero. If it wasn't this, it was Oracle, and if it wasn't Oracle, it was going to be the Wyvern.
You can't really ban out all of Vi's heroes. He's got too many, but I think Wyvern is a good one to tactically take out because that's the one where he has probably the most impact.
But there you go. It's a Lion 4, and this is a Coop Disruptor 5. If my nowhere to put my money.
Yeah, I kind of like Disruptor. I was thinking if there wasn't a Snapfire picked, I would have said Phoenix. Because then you have quite a good stun initiation on Lion, and then you have team fight and backline protection of Phoenix. Disruptor can kind of do that. You can keep people off you with your ulti, and obviously you got the chase down a glimpse. It's just a bit worse than most other supports in that metric, though.
Yeah. I think the Phoenix is a risky one, but only because Goons, you have to play around it quite well.
Yeah.
Because a good or bad egg can really change the outcome of a fight. But equally, you need to know, your team needs to know, right, we're going to play around the egg, we're going to drop it, they're going to go and try and kill it, so we can blow up X person, Y person. And Goons aren't very good at that.
So one of the nice things about the Disruptor pick as well, it's long range cancel on Snapfire ult and Bane ult. You can just glimpse them if they start doing it.
And Mars pick for LLL3. This will be Yim's hero picked up straight away.
So that does cover a lot of Lion's issues, right? It's a really strong laner. He can secure range CS, which is something Lion kind of struggles with a bit. So I quite like that pick, and it's good with Disruptor as well. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's not really an aura buyer, I guess, but you can buy it. You know, a pipe's not going to go amiss on a Mars.
You can get away with one aura. I think if you go more than that, you're misplaying the hero on Mars.
Yeah, you start to lack it because you want that blink up dagger. You probably want some kind of armor in there as well, right? So you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty stable pick. Pretty stable. Gives them a little bit of team fight. And of course, you always have Arena followed up by Static Storm.
Right, here's the pivotal point of the draft. You have to pick two heroes. If you've done well, you've kind of disguised what's going on. So that's a good disguise pick, right? Hard to tell where Magnus is going to go. Sniper also can flex. So I quite like that approach, right? They've got a lot of flexibility. So if they try and counterpick them too hard with this pick here, and I do think you pick... I think you pick mid here.
So I believe this is probably a Larry Llama Magnus.
Yeah.
So this is most likely coming into the offlane. And this is most likely a Peebo sniper. I don't think Lone Soldier flexed this to mid. I mean, notably Shadow Demon's still in the pool. Sorry, Shadow Fiend is still in the pool.
Shadow Fiend is.
A hero that Lone Soldier has played before a couple of times. And does like to play POS 1. With pretty good results, I have to say. It's quite a good hero at the moment.
I like SF for Radiant. I don't like SF for Die, even if FedEx plays it. There's too much BKB piercing stun. Okay, that's a cool pick. So, going to suck a bit in lane against Sniper, but huge kill potential and the going potential. So now we're thinking ranged, high damaged POS 1s.
So, are we looking at Drow Ranger then? Or are we looking at...
It could be a Drow, but Drow...
There's the SF ban.
Alchemist would have been the dream now, actually. You've got a lot of protection for him. I think Gyro is probably the biggest one. It's like kind of meta at the moment. Will lane really well against Mag, because if he gets skewered back, you pop your Q, he goes down. And has okay ability to like DPS Bane and Sniper from the back lines. The problem is though, like you don't have the best support for Gyro. Disruptor can't really go in and tank for you in lane. But I would pick Gyrocopter for Dire. For Radiant? He's saying they're probably still looking for a POS 1 on Radiant.
I think probably POS 1. I think they're probably going to be thinking about what they don't want to play against here. What would you think OGs would like as possible. Okay, they did ban the drow themselves. Okay, they must have something in mind.
I think OG's Lifestealer looks really good. Because you have Glimpse Protection, you do well in lane against Mars, and you have a very strong Gyro counter in that you can infest him and rage through all of his damage. So that's why I'm surprised they banned Drow, because I would feel like you could shit on Drow this game with
Are we going to see
Earth Spirit Disruptor.
Are we going to see a weapon on a Weaver here, maybe?
Oh man, that's. Let's see.
No, Wraith King. Okay, not the ranged hero.
Good, very good against Magnus. Pretty weak against Sniper. Better in lane with Disruptor, but you're sacrificing your high ground massively. But if they get the auras online and they've got a decent early start, they can roll them over.
I think
if they fuck up even once high ground, though, the game is tough.
Yeah, I quite like. I like Wraith King on goons for a singular reason, which is how many times do goons get caught out in the wrong place, and it just gives you that time for the team to like react to it and rotate round, and perhaps pick up a kill or two in response, rather than just we lost our carry again, guys. We're gonna have to back up and.
Okay, I'm gonna say OGs now. You're looking Alchemist, I think.
Banned by OGs.
Is it banned? Okay. Lifestealer then. Go back for Lifestealer. You need something that works with Magnus Cleave. I think Sven is too slow. I think Lifestealer can build quite fast, and then you have Sniper doing proper DPS.
What about... Oh, I was going to say Ursa, but Ursa's also banned. Oh, man.
Ursa's banned. Also, I think Ursa is not that good against Wraith King.
What about something like a PA?
PA is okay. I think Mars really bullies her in lane, though, because he's got so much damage that can't miss. And... Against Mars, you need to be able to play back from your range creeps. You can't get clipped by all of the W's.
By bulwark and stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you can't. You can play melee heroes, but they have to have very high sustain, and PA is pretty vulnerable.
Sylar hoping for a Pudge 1.
Pudge 1 could be interesting.
I mean, I'm always a fan of
I just want something that either uses RP to do damage or uses Empower really well, and I think that's Lifestealer. Wow.
Faceless Void. Okay. I mean, it's a good team fight from both teams here. I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing... Is this going to be Time Square? Oh no, he's got Chronosphere. Boring.
It's Chrono.
Oh,
so pretty infamously, Magnus is one of the worst heroes to play with Faceless Void because you get in each other's way so much. But Empower of Faceless Void is pretty sick. And again, if they fuck up these high ground pushes, they've got so much punish, so much catch, so much BKB pierce.
Is there not this element of so you Chronosphere the Wraith King, and you kill him, great, but by the time the Chronosphere finishes, Wraith King has only just respawned.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
And also, as long as if FedEx gets this Magnetize off, and you catch any of your own team in the Chronosphere, are you not just sentencing your own team to death at the same time?
Yeah, I do think. Look, I'll put it this way. They can win with Faceless Void. I would not have picked Faceless Void here.
I like that Wraith King set. That's sick. I like the sword on it.
It is pretty cool.
Be interesting. I'm really interested to see... Oh, it's a completely unskinned Mars. This is terrifying. Why is it so basic? Obviously, they've got a little bit of damage into this Chronosphere. We have the Gozes, we have Sniper who can just sit right back and plink your heroes. Magnus is probably going to be the sacrificial lamb in terms of, like you say, getting each other's way. It'll be, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
How do you feel about this FedEx versus, this Earth Spirit versus Sniper mid?
I think Earth Spirit should win these, because... Like we were talking about in the draft, right? They've got two supports that need someone else to go in for them to do their damage when they go ganking, and that's Earth Spirit to a T. That guy goes in. So he should be fine. Like, he's not going to have the greatest CS in the world, but your Q secures them really easily. He'll be fine. I can see them going high ground and getting skewered back into Bane ulti, and they try and retreat, and they walk into a Chrono. And I just don't know what you do when that happens.
You think that he's even hoping for a Time Square?
I think Time Square would be quite good this game. Just because you've got so much shit that's going to be either on top of your Sniper or like you're going to be in the way of the Magnus.
I know Times Square reduces some projectile speeds. Does it reduce allied projectile speeds?
Increases allied, reduces enemy.
Oh, that's a shame. Because that would be, imagine if you gozzed into Times Square, just rapid fire gozzes coming in off the side. They'd be look for really far away.
There'd be rapid fire whilst it's running, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so LLL³ love to smoke up and immediately run round into the enemy jungle. OGs have clearly done their research, are ready for this, but LLL³ have also done research, realise this is where they keep losing first blood and heroes for it, and they've decided not to do it.
Yeah, they're being chilling. Interestingly, Sniper has gone ghillie suits. So again, no one on Radiant is building to win lanes. They're building to sit on fucking ground.
So I don't know if you saw last time that we had this sniper mid from Peebo. He went for Tank Cardell.
Did he?
Yeah, he built. Let me just get the build up because it was quite fascinating. First blood, no. Sorry, runes without a hitch. It looks like. Yeah, last time he built. Blade Mail, Heart, Shard, Shadowblade was what he when we were chastising him for not committing to the full Tank Cardale build. But the Shadowblade was because he realised they needed a break because they kept getting messed up by Web a little bit.
Was he on Bristle?
He was on Spectre actually, but it meant that they were every time they were trying to click him down, the Desolate was doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, that build sounds real shit to me.
And the fact that they lost to it was a bit of a travesty. But I mean, FedX, this is where he eats with playing out Spirit mid, a hero that some might call scum, and others might say,
broken.
Yeah,
it's very broken. He just kind of, without really seeming to try, will just do 5,000 damage in a team fight, and that's not pleasant. And like you said, they don't have a very good offlane if they're building auras because Larry Llama probably has to have a blink for a start. I don't know how skilled this guy is at the hero, and I don't know how good he's at the combos. If he's not, he has to build Harpoon as well.
You mentioned this problem that they were going to have against the Mars, and already we can see it coming out. Just these bulwarks from Yim. Sorry, God's Rebuke. Sorry, not bulwark. This is his shields that really taking a little chunk out of his health every time they step up, and Vi playing directly behind the creeps as well, suffering the same fate. So.
It is bloody annoying. Void can start to, probably at level 3, start time walking them off. But that does mean you have to max a Q. Damn, these guys are doing a lot of deeps. I would have blood grenaded that, Mr. Camohero. I think that was a kill. But fair enough, playing it cautious.
Yeah, I mean, it's best of one. It's all on the all to play for, right?
Yeah, that is quite stressful actually. But this is not elimination game. This is tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is just tiebreaker. I mean, as Gino pointed out earlier, this is supposed to be. This is actually an illegal tiebreaker game because the tiebreakers are supposed to be played with anything but normal Dota. And I guess they took that to mean not a normal best of 2 series rather than don't play Dota. Oh, Flowzone drops down. The last tick of Spectral Blade taking him out. Webanana already with the high five. Oh dear.
I see that. Supporting your teammates.
Oh, actually, it looks like they died. Oh, they died to that last click of a melee creep, of all things.
Yeah, he got blood grenaded and then just gently touched by a melee creep to finish him off.
Has gone full bore on the snap, by the way. I know that certain Stegosaurus is actually much more in favour of the other talent, the Ricochet 2, for the effect it can have. FedX dropping very low in the mid lane, and Shrapnel not quite there to finish him off. Now, if that was the other talent, the other facet, that would have finished him off. All that damage in one go. Yeah, just to roll out of it, though. Has got a bottle but no charges, so needs to be a little bit cautious. Doesn't get either of those creeps. Oh, and it's top in the bot lane. Vi goes down. Went for the fruit. Paid the price.
Yeah, it's just interesting, by the way, that Webinar has gone for a really fast boots build. He's saying, fuck your stats, fuck your braces, fuck your wand. I'm going to straight phase boots, and I'm going to run at you and click you. Yeah.
I mean, that's the way LLL³ likes to play. He knows that that FedX is going to want to be rotating and getting kills. Yim's going to want to be rotating and getting kills. And I think he feels left out. He wants to be there, getting involved in these kills.
He wants to join in. That's nice.
So this sniper is really bullying Fed behind his own tower. I can't even. The sniper stood in the wave, just right-clicking it from point blank range. And Fed can't step up.
This is where you probably call for
roll not on target. Oh, he may perish here. He gets the bottle charges, but I'm not sure that's worth the amount of damage he took.
I think you get Lion to gank for you, kind of at this point. Level 4, he's gonna be level 5. If you time this TP well, you can get the roll in, kick back, and into a stun, and you probably finish him.
LLL3
this is where Sniper like thrives. If no one comes to rotate from sort of 5 minutes to 10 minutes, he's gonna crush you.
LLL3 are normally very good at rotating with a 6-minute rune, but I have to say that normally comes from Coop, and I'm not sure this Disruptor coming mid gives you much in the way of a kill potential here, pushing the sniper out. I mean, it helps you secure the rune. That's fine.
Yeah, getting the rune would be okay. It's always a problem with Disruptor. You're really good if they try and run away from you, but if they just stand there and he puts shrapnel on top of himself and dares you to fight him, he probably wins 1v2. Especially with this really high stats build.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If you say 6 minutes, they normally go for a rotation.
Cam dropping very low in the bot lane. A spear into tower, but it's not quite far enough. Now Lone Soldier has to be a little bit careful, taking a lot of clicks.
Even lane down bot, actually.
It's a pretty good go on onto Camohero there, but they just didn't have the last right click they needed to finish him off.
Oh, he's got the friendly. That's an early friendly suck. I like that.
Some people quite like this build of maxing the mana drain on Lion. I'm not sure I do. I think the scaling of the stun on Earthspike is quite nice. I know it's not a huge deal. It's only like a few points of a second, but I think it can make quite a difference, especially when engagements like this, where both are going for the fruit. The sleep's out, but Camo beats him to it.
Already got the fruit. He's done it. 6 minutes. Haste rune bottled.
Yeah.
Okay, now I guess it's NZFedX just has to pray he gets 6 and then use haste rune to get a kill.
He's not too far off. I mean, yes, 70 XP shy, but he's struggling to get close to even CS these creeps full stop. There we go. There's 6. Might see the haste pops now.
He's got to go for something here. He's got to call for a line TP, and like this is so bad at this point. You got to realize they've got to change something here. Lion has boot to speed. He can come mid, get the gank going. Lane's in a good position. You just TP him now, and you go for this kill, and it's so free.
Do you think because
not willing to make that call
because bot lane is feeling a bit bullied out by the or a little bit bullied, that maybe they're saying, hey, like don't come, like I can't rotate right now?
Potentially. The other thing is they want to secure 7-minute runes.
I mean, looking at the denies on these heroes, like 38 and 14 on Sniper, he's crushing this lane. 32 and 15. Sniper rotation to the top. They've gone to try and steal the rune.
His haste rune's run out, and
yeah, he's just going to perish for this. I don't think he might succeed in stealing it. Neither he did not.
No, he didn't get it.
Well,
this is kind of the problem when
brutal.
You have only your sort of core players be like have a.
In the bot lane, Vi's going to go down potentially, but Camo's.
It's a suck.
The turn onto Camo is enough to secure him the kill. Now Yim has to be careful, backing up away from Vi. Just the health drain off that rain sap was enough.
Yeah, this is why if you take a core sort of only approach to who needs to make plays, this can you can run into these problems. They need a support to just come mid, right? You don't want NZFedX to do any kind of crazy shit. Just someone come mid and kill this goddamn sniper. But if everyone's always focused on where the mid's going to gank, you can mess it
Snap
up.
back from spots, nice stun onto Mars, and Mars will perish for it. Oh, the spear Earthspike combo nearly killed Vi in response, but wasn't enough.
This is a brutal death, because this is a lot of XP that's going to be missed out on Mars on the tower.
Under your own tower as well. He did rotate the
Camohero's there to get some.
We got to see if he can't see us at the tower. No. Oh, have they got any?
The XP matters. It's sad to watch them miss, but the XP matters more. The XP's fine.
Dear. Fires a... Oh, then... Immediately to put a bit of damage onto the Void, force that jump from him. So items wise from Void, is the build still like a mom into Maelstrom, or is there another build that people prefer right now? I'm not a carry player.
You have two options. You do kind of you either go very greedy and you go Mom Maelstrom or Mjolnir BKB, or you go very not greedy and you just go Maelstrom BKB. I think this game he can justify a bit of greed because he will have a lot of other damage sources. A lot of other heroes that are willing to go fight. Like, you don't need Void to turn up in the early game and Chrono to win these fights. You've got RP, you've got plenty of really strong support ultis.
Making a move, but misses the roll on Peebo in the mid lane. Now he's on a tower, tanking the tower hits, hit a shield rune.
He missed the Magnetize as well.
Larry Llama comes in to try and secure... He's surrounded on 3 sides. This is another dead FedX. Oh, that's an RP used. No. Maybe overzealous there. And the tip to cause a bit of psychic damage at the same time. Oh dear. Another goat bot here, then having a go on Camohero. He's backing up. Snapfire, a brilliant rotation from Snapfire, secures them a kill, now secures the Flash of Void 6, and will secure a second kill. That's four-man rotation bot. Kills both of the LLL³ offlaners. Flowzone, absolutely crushing
just
it.
too passive. You're giving away all the tempo setting to Radiant. If no one's willing to move, no support's willing to go risk their lives and do some crazy shit, you just allow your enemy to do whatever they want. They can rotate one person mid to stop NZFedX and also make plays on the other lanes, knowing they've got the TPs up to go save them. Because you're not forcing any TPs yourself. You're not making anyone threatened. Apart from just through your like basic spellcasting and lane. You gotta change shit up. Always gotta change shit up.
Smoke up from LL³ here. As you just
I
said,
like this. This is a good play.
It's like they're listening in. They're smoked up. They're gonna wrap around behind the sniper potentially. Try and get a pick off there.
Yeah, they have to. If this goes wrong.
Oh no, they've changed their mind. They're going bot. Now I predict what's going to happen is they're going to break their smoke against Vi, and then immediately
be revealed on this ward.
They roll FedX roll immediate sleep onto FedX. The arena goes out. They don't catch the Faceless Void.
No!
Are they even going to catch the Bane? They do get the Bane, but that is not the target they were hoping for.
That's 2 chunky ultis to use on Vi. I know he's a power gamer, but that's a lot.
You know what kind of stings most about that? Lion Finger not used. If you're gonna burn through an ulti, why not use the one? Why not use the one way you're gonna burst a bunch of damage on them? Actually, to be fair, I think Cam might have taken the sleep off of FedX in that. I didn't quite catch whether he did or not.
Yeah, Lion was slept near the end, so
yeah,
that's why.
Probably why. But still, I hope this Cam. I haven't seen Cam Lion, but I'm hoping he's not not one of these ones who holds finger to try and secure the kill rather than get that massive amount of burst damage on them. FedX has DD, rolls in, gets the arcane as well.
No, they smoked instead. Fuck. Okay, they might still get some something going here though. Oh, they're gonna run to Vi again.
They're going to run. Vi just smoke breaker supreme here. Finger, it's used, but the sleep means they might not get the stack. Nice damage, but now the Snapfire's here, dropping Goz's onto the Disruptor and the Lion. Will probably pick up both, and does.
God. Oh, you can GG out. Oh. You're done. You're done.
They also get the kill onto Yim and FedX. I mean, that was some huge zoning going on there. The Goz's just meant that the 2 supports were just stuck and could not get over. But casting all those spells for a Bane who then doesn't die? Imagine if you had Arena there. It's a different story, right?
Yeah, same for Magnetize.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, obviously really well played by Vi. Twice in a row in the right space at the right time to completely ruin what LLL3's trying to do. And now if you look at the net worth, it's really sad.
Net worth, yeah. Banana has realised that this is going to become a rapidly escalating fight and is rushing a Deso after this armlet. I'm hoping with a Mars Blink. We are nowhere near a Mars Blink. Wolf.
No, we are not. Yeah, Deso Bell rating is risky as fuck. I can see why he does it this game. And quite a good thing is you maybe don't...
They've pinged him out. They know where he is.
No way. You maybe don't have to go BKB. So you can go a really aggressive Deso armlet blink and try and cause chaos, because there's so many BKB piercing stuns, you don't need to build it that early. But you're only being forced into doing this because everyone else on your team is having a fucking terrible time.
FedX went for a regen room, but it was denied by Peebo. This sniper is just stopping this Earth Spirit going anywhere but the mid lane right now.
He's doing the tank Cardell build again, by the way.
Oh no, but it worked so well last time. Blade Mail
it works,
into heart. Yeah, I guess if it worked once, why would it not work again? This was, I think the issue was that because he's a sniper, the goons thought, right, you must blow him up. And so they're doing their best to, but weren't able to get anything for it. They found the sniper here. Static Storm dropped, Earth Spirit coming in. Lots of slaps, magnetizes down. And they do manage to get the kill. The RP onto one. Electromagnetic repulsion. There's the chrono dropped on the two very low supports.
Good for the supports. You know, you don't like giving up 2 kills, but that's RP and chrono.
Yeah. It's a lot of big teamfight spells wasted. If you're LLL³ here, you might be thinking about trying to swoop back in when they're up in 12 seconds. I mean, the death cooldowns are so low at this point. It's
absolutely.
Those 2 big spells being down means this now might be a great time for you to fight.
The biggest problem, of course, is their Mars is not ready to do this. So if Mars had Blink right now, you're running at this mid tower. You've got great vision set up. You can take a good fight. But without Mars Blink, it's a little bit more awkward.
Yeah, the initiation just isn't there. Like, how are you taking these fights without the Mars Blink? FedX rolling in. Maybe a catch on one hero with Disruptor Glimpse, but, you know, that involves them stepping up and the team stepping back. But
And no offense to Mr. FedX, the rolls have not been that on point in this game. There have been a lot of swings and misses.
And they catch the Disruptor in the triangle.
Now this is what you don't want to have to do. If they've used all the royalties and they're still crushing you, you've got to start rotating a Wraithkin or something. Fuck waiting for a Deso. Don't give in to itemitis. Go take a fight.
He's pretty close to the Deso. I mean, he's
pretty close. That's the problem, right? You're always like, oh, if I just had this,
just had a bit more,
then I'm ready to fight. They're diving your tier 2, brother. Sometimes you got to just.
I mean, what you need to get 2 kills and you got Deso, right? You just go and get the kills.
It's why the. I mean, I talked about this previously. It's why the POS 1 meta is the way it is at the moment. If you cannot turn up and do a lot of magic damage at this point in the game, you are not a hero right now.
FedX is on the back line, but immediately slept by Vi. They get the kill on Camohero instead. Scouted out with a Vi illusion. Goz is onto FedX. The grip is used. I mean, look at that. FedX scouting at the back lines, but to what avail? They have no jump, and they're just feeding heroes into OGs 1 hero at a time.
So for just a previous meta, Gleipnir did that for you. So if you're a carry, you can build Gleipnir, you turn up and do a ton of magic damage, you're a good hero. Now, it's only Luna, Gyro, SF, Deucer that can turn up and just have impact. And they're the only POS ones you can pick. And that's why, even if Wraithking's a good hero, he's just can't contribute.
There's an arena down on 2, the sniper drops the blade mail, and they just have to walk away.
Really good.
The cookie on the spot, they finger the snap. The sniper, but is it enough? He's glimpsed back. They're desperately clicking him down, but this armor just so hard to get through. And they get the kill onto the sniper. A nice spear back. Spears away the RP, but the chrono comes in. Has he got the damage? He nearly pushed the disruptor out. He gets the kill onto the support, but Yim gets picked off by the rest of the team. Wraithking is turned up, and they're looking for the kill on Vi. They do get it. Bit of toggling. There we are, he's got his Deso, it's in his stash. What'd I say? Turn up, get 2 kills, you got your Deso.
Yep. Good to go.
I think if you're LLL³, you're probably happy with that. From the way things have been going, a little bit of gold your way, a little bit of XP desperately needed. Maybe a finger stack. I think it might be a bit too slow on that one, yeah. It was long after the...
Unfortunately, Wraithking chose to go for Bane instead of finishing off Sniper, which it may be an okay decision. You know, Sniper is going to die no matter what you do. You're guaranteeing a +1 kill afterwards. But sometimes, man, that Sniper is a big kill streak to not go for. I'd grieve for that. Also, a little cute interaction there. The Disruptor's electromagnetic repulsion knocked Magnus out.
I was going to say the same thing. That's a really nice, that's quite a funny interaction. I didn't think that the electromagnetic repulsion would take priority over the chronosphere.
I repeat myself.
Yeah, I guess it's just one of those things that's like, I don't care that you're stopping time. I'm still king.
Dire's top
It's
And it's kind of
has fallen.
back in the day when Void used to walk much slower in Chrono. That would actually have been quite a good counter. Sadly, these days he's a bit of a speedster, so it won't really stop him. Okay, Webinar is doing the build I approve. If you're going to go ham, fuck BKB, just go for it. Get the blink.
Yeah, he wants to be in these fights. I mean, it's do we have this Mars blink now? I guess we do, but it's like they're gonna need this ability to try and skirt around and catch these supports out. They have to kill these Bane in these fights. They have to kill these Snapfires.
Exactly.
Sitting in the back row, making things a bit of a nightmare for them.
So the way you play Team-wise now is you have Mars and Earth Spirit be the initial jumpers, and they're dumping everything into whichever poor sod is stuck in Arena of Blood. You're an assassin looking to pick someone off on the edge.
Yeah.
And I think this works really well. But I think the Tank Cardell will do quite a good job of stopping it. If you can't burst these heroes...
The good thing about
You're
Tank
also
Cardell is
rolling
he
the
doesn't
fight.
have the damage. So what they need to be doing is just ignoring him in some aspects. I mean, he's not getting an Ag, so he's not going to have the annoying stun. He's not going to have that pick back. They need to maybe, like, just think for a second. Oh god, Webinar might be dead here under his own tower. Oh, look at the damage from that full bore Snapfire. Snapfire. They need to just ignore this front line, ignore this Magnus, ignore this sniper, and try and kill Snapfire and Bane, which is what the trap they fell into last time. They weren't able to get on top of them in the second game of their group stage series. It didn't help you had a Vi Wyvern as well, just with
far
magnificent
harder to get on people
lockdown on the
with
back.
Wyvern.
Dire's top tower
Backing them up.
like nobody's business. Strange to say.
So you
I
are.
don't think you look to trade tier 2s here. I think you go fight top.
I think they're quite scared of fighting when they don't see these back lines. Honestly, I think they need to their last
I
fight because they were
definitely go
confident
fight
the rest of the team are backed up, but.
Face to Void showing mid should be a queue for 10 TPs to start going top. I mean, look at this sniper. You can't let him do this. Is
A little tactical pause from.
little puppy paws.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a
There
sniper
should be a
under your
rainbow
tier,
TP, so-
under your tier 2. I mean, you have Vi ready to save him at the sidelines. At least Lion is TPing in here. Anyone else? They all have TP available.
Yeah, I mean, this should give them time to discuss and say, look at what this criminal is doing.
Yeah.
We have to... Some things are like an offense against humanity that we have to stop. And Sniper just being willing to stand under your tier 2, I don't give a fuck if he's got a heart. This has to be preventable.
I mean, you have blinks on and a Mars, right? So even if you TP in now and he starts walking away, but some of your TP finishes, you blink spear him back into your tower, drop an arena. Actually, does he have the... Yeah, he has got the no sight arena as well. So you get the arena off, then Vi's not saving anyone. But the thing is, because he's got so much health from this Blade Mail and Heart, he's got 2300 health. He's got more than any other hero in the game right now.
Yeah, he's going to be tough to get through, but...
Incredible. Old cool from Banana.
Okay, here we go.
Missed 2 last hits. Okay, that's why he RQ'd.
Very fair, to be honest.
Yeah,
Not for
understandable.
less.
Oh, Yim's
Oh, no,
gone.
Yim's gone. Damn, I was just getting excited for this fight.
I know. The thing is, do you think... So who do you think needs to bring top hit? Do you think we bring the whole team
Whole
to
team.
secure this T2?
Yeah, there is... You're a bit behind, but you've got lanes pushed out. The max you're going to farm is their jungle, which is nice.
So the counterpoint is you have a Magnus sitting here on this high ground as well, with a blink. So if you blink in arena, does he not just blink in an RP?
He can't skew out of it, though, I believe.
No,
So
I don't think
even if he
so.
does that, it changes nothing about the fight. This is why this Mars is quite good this game, right? Like, you can't really... Aside from Nightmare Slave, you can't really get people out. You can cookie them and do everything you can. They're still going to be stuck in the arena.
I'm really disappointed. Both times we've seen Larry play this Magnus, I've cast him at least. He's not gone for the reverse
Here we
polarity.
go. Come on.
Here we go. This TP's coming
Don't
in.
let him get away with this.
Disruptor's coming in as well, so will he be able to glimpse them back? Sleep on the Mars. They didn't initiate at all. They just sort of wandered at the sniper, and now Mars may pay the price for it. He gets the arena onto 2, one of which is the thing. Static Storm goes down. It stops the Bane. Goz is coming out. FedX pops the Blade Mail. LLL³ wanting to back away. They've got the Chronosphere onto 2. But aren't able to get any kills off the back of it. But Camohero goes down to the Snapfire. Oh, it's a nice RP onto 3. And that is going to be a triple kill for Llama. Maybe FedX rolls away. But he's still paying the price. Assassinate comes out. And that is the end of him. Webanana desperately trying to get this kill on Llama, who's very low. Dies to Magnetize. Now Webanana turns onto the face of Floyd. But the bashes. That's a dead Webanana. Now he's going to just use that extra bit of life. Which frankly feels like cheating. And doesn't get anything for it. What started as a mistake from LLL³, not getting this initiation, led into quite a good arena pick up kill on the 2 supports, and then you lose the team for it. Great play by OG.
FedX is playing like a colossal coward at the moment. And that's a problem for them. He's got BKB now, so maybe he'll fix that. The other problem is they didn't have the Wraithing had Blink, didn't have it in inventory, so I had to swap it in. But the no mana. Oh, okay, go for the sniper. You've used all your stuns.
Oh, so where
TP.
Banana died with missing 13 mana.
Yeah, I was going to call that out. He used one final Q, and ran out of mana and then died.
Brutal. Oh, I missed that. I missed the sniper who was stuck around a little bit too long. Gets killed off by NZFedX.
Yeah, they have the Blink Lion now as well. So that's what got the kill on Sniper. Top just now got caught out by the Lion Blink. The fuck was Sniper doing at the NPR? He was finishing off the tier 2 top.
Yeah.
Probably not worth, but I can see why he did it.
They lose their tier 1, but I don't think you're complaining too much at this stage of the game. What's next item-wise for this Earth Spirit then? What does he need to be able to get back in this game? He's a Blade Mail BKB, but what does he need to be able to start ramping up this damage?
Shiva's is pretty typical. Two things. One, slows down all the physical damage on the enemy team, attack speed, and just having armor. And 2, lets you find these backliners a bit better. Because, you know, they're going to be tucking you around in trees and scurrying for their lives. Shiva's reveals all. Other option is... I don't know really what other options there are. Maybe just straight Ags. That's okay too.
Sniper's going for a mail. Oh, both teams smoked up, but I think they might do a little fandango here and miss each other.
Yeah, ships in the night.
Oh, it's going to be close. Yeah, neither team bops.
What the... is this a visual bug, or they both just spam scanning?
No, I think Dire both scanned. They used both their scans.
Well, Radiant double scanned the.
You're so
the
right.
triangle.
No, you're so right. They both did. Both teams went, "Hey, we should scan this," and both teams scanned it out at the same time. That's hilarious. Honestly, how often does that happen with one team, let alone both at the same time?
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a visual bug. It was so weird.
As far as I can tell, both...
They can now see everyone on Dire, and Radiant revealed themselves as well. But Radiant have at least gone where Roche is, which is much better than what Dire have done.
Yeah. There's a little bit of fear going on here, I think. Retreating back to their own side of the map to the relative safety of their own triangle.
Yeah.
Now they're going down.
They're
going to go through Portal, which...
No, they're not. There's no way. No way in a million years do they go through Portal here. You got outplayed on the map. Sometimes you just got to concede. You know, it's like the Queen's Gambit thing. You know, it's checkmate.
Oh god, do you know what they really wish they had right now?
What? There's no way they're going through.
A scan. They so wish they had a scan right now.
Through.
Vi's pinging it out. They know it's coming on. Webinar's first straight in. They know they're in there. There's the sleep. The rest of the team to follow up. They're trying to desperately finish Roach's arena on support.
Disruptor ulti!
Disruptor ulti isn't used. Oh, it is used, sorry. Apologies.
It is used. Oh my god.
But the Snapfire is doing all the damage. FedX is in with the BKB, slapping away at Flowzone. Webinar is still alive. Back with a second life. Kills fine. Roche so low. My word. What a fight. How did LLL3 get away with that? How did they get away with ortling through there?
So, two very big things, right? Radiant got panicked between finishing Roche and taking the fight. When they opted to take the fight, they went in for the big RP rather than Chrono. And as he landed, and you saw the swirling edges of RP start to come down, the Disruptor ult came in and stopped it. Now, he had BKB, but I think he got stunned afterwards or something. And all of that meant they just could not. It was going to be a perfect RP into Chrono. And because of that Disruptor ult, they couldn't get either off. Just insanely clutch by Coop. And I think probably Camohero with the stun afterwards.
4-man RP.
Sadly, I didn't check fight recap, but I imagine NZFedX pumped out damage there.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So, let's click fight recap, and then it was too slow there. But yeah, amazing how much that was. I mean, the health of this Magnus to be able to live through all that and still get the RP off at the end of it, which killed. They managed to get the kill onto the two supports, and then Mars after is incredible. Like,
yeah, he did get some final kills, but I'm not in time to save his sniper or his Faceless Void's life. Faceless Void, another interesting one. How did he not get BKB off? I don't know.
Yeah, he hasn't got the item. They haven't got the Ags on Disruptor, so he should have been able to get it off. But maybe
you have flawless vision. You have Vi once again standing in the perfect spot. There was an observer ward and a sentry down. How do you not BKB that? I don't know.
Greed, right? Holding on to it.
Yeah. But that's just poor play. It's just poor play.
Yeah, unfortunate. LLL keeping a little bit emboldened by that. They do lose Camohero just in their own jungle, but excuse me, I think that's coming.
Okay, so now Radiant probably, a bit shell shocked. They've just been punched in the face. Dire took the worst fight I've ever seen, and they won it. So you're like, as Radiant, like, wow, what the fuck do we do now?
There's a world in which
There's
you think
items you're gonna get that are gonna change what just happened.
No,
you've already got your BKBs.
There is a world in which that was calculated from
either you smoke and look to rebuild your map control, or you just chill and wait out ages.
I don't,
because they have the better late game team. They can afford to do both, right? They can choose.
I don't want to. I don't want to make a guess here where I'm wrong, but I'm thinking about that travel to the portal, and that might have been actually really calculated from LLL3. Oh, fight kicking off. Yim's just going to perish after the arena. Just cannot stand up to these gozzes, and they've caught FedX in the sleep. Will they follow up with the grip?
Mana. On FedX, there's no way they can.
There's the grip. The FedX webinar's in, slapping away at Vi. It's enough to make him back off and let FedX go. The thing into RP on 3. Sniper just stood in the static storm, but he does not care. They get the kill into FedX and Webinar, both going back with their extra lives. FedX drops the magnet size and starts slapping away, but the team is spreading out. They do not want to pass on this damage any further than they already have. FedX is just in, though.
Webinar, what are you doing, bud? You're hitting creeps! This is the fight of your life here, and you're slapping some ranges. Right,
I mean,
God,
that Aegis and extra life from Webinar are enough to turn that into a quite close one, really. For a second, then I thought that was another could be a team wipe for LLL3.
It was very close to being. I think that fight could have looked better for LLL3 from the start if FedX had mana. He didn't have a mana to BKB on his first life, so his death there was very fortuitous. And the fact that both the cores died at exactly the same time, so they both respawned at exactly the same time, was pretty perfect. But still a good fight by Radiant.
So I was wondering about this portal, right? They sent Webinar through. So first of all, we thought they weren't going through at all, because why would you? It looks like craziness. But they waited enough time, I think, that OGs had got close to finishing Roche. And then they sent Webinar through knowing full well that if he died, or if they dropped a bunch of stuff on him, he was coming back. And they were going to... All his job was, as we saw, was just get off the high ground. Make them turn their attention away from the portal. And the rest of the team came in, got that huge arena into static storm combo. I wonder if there's any modicum of that was calculated.
They probably calculated it incredibly well. I'm telling you, if Radiant even do like 2 things correctly that fight, they crush them. There's just no way
Yeah.
you can walk through that space against Magnus and Void. Both of them have BKB and expect to have that play work. It was as well played by Dire as possible. It was still a colossal cock up.
So we are nowhere near Disruptor Axe yet. But we have got the Shiva's Guard on our Spirit.
Shiva's pretty important. Will help him a lot in these fights.
Yeah, we're
I
not
think he
getting...
can...
No auras being purchased by either team, it looks like.
No, it's kind of a Chad matchup. Well, they've got Pipe queued up on Magnus eventually, but...
Oh, they do, yeah, downwind. After a Lincoln Sphere.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Are you really defending this if you're OGs? You're tier 1? 32 minutes?
It would appear Radiant's top tower.
They are getting a Hex on the Lion, which will be... on the Mars, sorry, which will be a nice little extra bit of lockdown. FedX roll. Rolls into the Magnus. They get... Oh, it's a nice static storm to 3. The sniper stuck outside the arena. There's the RP. It keeps them contained for a little bit longer, but here comes the Chronosphere. Onto FedX. Inside. He's gonna perish here. The stun tries to land. They start chunking away, but the Time Walker off the damage. Glimpse back, though. He's coming back. Do you really want him back in here, though? Mars gonna perish to the Snapfire ult. However, has to give it the walk away. Nice knockback from the sniper shard. He's just being stun locked here. But they didn't anticipate the blink.
A bit traumatized after last fight. They fled for it.
We've now reached the point where they're getting the kills on these important targets. This Snapfire, by the way, doing insane amount of work. Insane amount of work from the sidelines in keeping.
Yeah, the forces and the cookies have been very good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in this case, where Banana jumped an illusion.
Yeah.
Popped BKB
And FedX rolled into a Magnus in the trees that I don't think he knew was there.
He did not know he was there. And finally, you're taking a fight.
Oh my gosh! Banana jumps straight in onto the Magnus, starts chunking away. Doesn't have quite have enough damage for it though. Coop gets the glimmer and tells him to get out of there.
That's a very generous glimmer from Coop there. I would have saved it for myself. If I knew pain was coming, you can tank it right
Yeah, especially when you can see a face. You can see the sniper on the sideline there.
Yeah.
It is indeed a tank card that we have. It's the he's now going for the Satanic as well, really ramping up the tank card out aspect. He has a Mjolnir as well.
Does have Mjolnir, yeah. I guess I can kind of see the logic of you can put Mjolnir on yourself basically and pop Blade Mail and walk into the middle of the fight, and you will do quite a lot of damage. And he did do a lot of damage last fight. I just don't think it's better than just having a normal sniper build.
FedX has a heart queued up.
Yeah, it's going to help him survive a bit longer, but I think Ags would have been better. Refresher is also just the best item he can build, if he has the mana for it.
Camohero about to walk straight to Peebo here if they're not careful. They see him. FedX is on the lane.
Come on, you can...
They saw him on with the Shivas. He walked to the edge of the Shiva's guard. There's the Hex. They're waiting out the Blade Mail, looks like, with the Chronosphere down onto Disruptor. It's enough to get the kill on the 2 supports. The Snapfire Gods has come out. Peebo's still alive. FedX has to roll away. Webinar thinking about going in. Changes his mind. Oh, the turnaround from FedX. Guess they're magnetized into the Lone Soldier, but I don't think he wants to fake. The grip! Oh, Yim blinks in, but isn't able to get the arena. Has to BKB. The RP, though, keeps him controlled. And FedX still might go down for this.
Leaving.
Everyone's leaving, but there's the BKB to get out the arena. Larry might still die here. Nice spear to cancel the charge, but
he's got blink out.
Oh, misses the blink though. Yim finds a Snapfire, but it's not enough.
Nah, it's a little bit far now.
This spellcasting, man. It's just craziness.
That fight did hinge entirely on whether Camohero placed an Observer Ward on that hill. He sent it up there. And he had the Observer Ward in his inventory, but just didn't think. Just sort of like.
I can see why though. You
don't know a fight's going to be taken there, so you don't need to start by putting it up there. But if he did, they'd have seen Sniper and just blown up instantly. Real close.
I actually think the FedEx turns around there with the Cam. They're trying to bait Cam or someone rolling on mid here. Put the sniper face forward, leaving the spaces void within time walk distance behind. The
It's risky to do it with no chrono, but yeah, it would have been
yeah. Yeah, no chrono for another 40 seconds. RP should be up similar time. I mean, you're going to have Arena for about 20 seconds more than you have RP and stuff, and if you're keeping track of these timers, that's a good opportunity to go, right? Disruptor ult wasn't used because he got chronoed.
Yeah, Llama's, he had an okay couple of fights, but it's really not been having impact since.
I don't know
maybe
they
change that.
used what interrupted him. He blinked in to the midst of 3 of them as they were walking away.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been ideal time. They had magnetize on them. They were going to take a load of damage if they'd stuck around together. But he didn't seem to be able... He seemed to like he issued a stop command, and then he BKB'd immediately after, and then arena'd, by which point Larry had time to go, oh crap, BKB and walk out.
Well, here comes Roche. This will be a big problem for Dire.
Yeah, Skadi finished, unless they go the same play. They might just decide to hit high ground here and say, you want to take Roche? Fine, we're going to click your high ground for a bit. No.
Maybe claim the tier 2.
Claim the tier 2 instead.
So Void is going the sort of quite traditional refresher build.
Yeah, here's the Skadi.
So the Skadi is just for mana purposes, essentially. There's no one really healing that much on Dire, maybe rating a bit. This is just to give him enough mana to build a refresher. And when he gets refresher, it is tough to win fights.
Going for the Ags on Snapfire, which I always think is a bit of a weird one, because most of the time when you have a hero you really want to be in the midst of these fights, they bought a blink already. Is this just so they can chuck the Faceless Void in? He can chrono without having to time walk in?
It's a better save item than an initiate item. So I think the idea is, if they are overextending pretty far to get on Sniper and you've got nothing else left, you can gobble him up and spin him backwards.
Yeah, okay.
But it's hard to make work. I don't like this Ags at all. I think you can probably, if you're going to spend this much money, Hex is better.
Yeah, it makes me feel a bit like a Centaur's cart, right? Like, it's a huge investment for a bit of a gimmick.
And even Centaur's cart has just like a benefit for Centaur anyway. It just gives him his ulti effect.
We're very close to Disruptor on to Aghanims on the Disruptor, which will be
yeah, like every Disruptor player, Coop has been carried by Philosopher's Stone to a random Ags. You know, it's a real skill-based game. This sometimes is.
Sometimes it's the luck of just getting a money ball. When you see a money ball on a support that does not want to be farming camps, oh, it's glorious.
Yeah.
They must know that OG's is sitting up on this side of the map. And this is not a fight you want to take. They're going to take this Tormentor. I don't see them stopping for a second.
They can take this fight.
Yeah.
But they don't have the vision for it. And without vision, it's super hard.
Yeah, because you really need to be getting this Arena onto 2 or 3 heroes, and then dropping this ultimate on top. In fact, what you really want is this Sniper and this Snapfire stuck outside the Arena. They can't give you. They can't get the vision to drop their right clicking.
I think this game has entirely come down to, is Coop going to get the Disruptor ulti off? I think it's just a straight 5-5, and they get their BKBs out on Radiant, they just win the fight.
It is amazing how often Disruptor games do turn into that, though, of how critical getting these big Disruptor static storms off with the Ags are. Particularly when you have these lineups like Faceless Void, where as soon as he pops BKB, he's free to do whatever he wants. You are not stopping this man from chronoing you, there is from obliterating through you if you're a nice squishy support. I guess you could consider a Ghost Scepter, right, and just minimize the damage a little bit by reducing it down to the Maelstrom damage, but still.
I mean, Aeon is queued up on Lion, which will help him a bit. The question now becomes for Coop, are you going to try and be a gamer? Are you going to build a Blink Dagger and go follow your Earth Spirit into fights and nail down that one hero, or are you going to try and play a bit more reactive and try and catch Faceless Void out?
Have you had a look at this graph in a hot minute?
I have not had a look at the graph.
It's now LLL³ favoured.
It went up 2K. The comeback from NZFedX has been really impressive this game. Webanana as well, farming up a storm.
Oh, that was a nice try, Vi, but he tries to use the sleepwalk facet to walk himself over the high ground cliff. Because the Nightmare gives him free pathing.
Yeah. He was checking for wards as well. I think,
Yeah,
right?
but he was trying to use it to de-ward, but then he got stuck onto the cliff, so he had to knight himself again.
Okay, again, we've got pretty. They've seen OGs walk past here with these little glimpses on this ward. They've got smoked up on 2 supports, but they need the cores to be like, yeah, let's do this. And they've already lost the tower, so you've missed your chance. And Webinar is farming ancients. This man is not interested in what you're trying to put together right now. Oh shit! You guys smoked. My bad. Sorry. Yeah,
sorry guys, I just smoked.
Shit. Sorry lads. I didn't realise.
We have a heart finish on NZFedX, so he has now reclaimed his place at the top of the highest health. Webinar in a close second.
He's on the camp, lads. You know.
You've seen him on the camp. The cancel of the Lincoln Sphere. A lot of things popped here to try and get a kill on Larry Llama, who's very tough. FedX should finish him off. They get the kill onto Camohero in the Chronosphere. Now the Goss has come out, and it's a grip onto FedX. And look at that damage he's taking. The spear to try and cancel. It does manage to just clip him enough. But Yim might be a sacrificial lamb here. He drops the arena and gives it the old walk away. Flowzone very low. Oh, a spear finishes him off. And now Webanana's in, slapping away at the sniper, but it's not enough, and now he's got to be careful.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
It's always the joy and pain of GTI is you'll get such good plays immediately followed by such bad plays by the same person.
The juxtaposition, yeah.
The juxtaposition, it's a great initiation onto Larry Llama. That goes well.
I mean, it took them so long to kill him, though. Like, they had to do so much.
And they have to use a lot of spells, and then if that chrono hits, fight is over. But just about skims the other 2, and they get away with it. Blind's dead, he got his spells off, doesn't matter. They then turn around on NZFedX. Great grip. Yim comes in with the biggest plays I've seen him in this game. He max range hexes Faceless Void, and then max range spears the Bane, who I think was Glimmered. It may even been a blind spear. And then he just doesn't fucking press his ulti. And he doesn't BKB. He just wiggles backwards and forwards. I'm like, you've done such a good thing. Why are you now fucking it up? And then finally Webanana cleans up a bit at the end, but not quite able to kill any of the big cores. So all in all, a draw. After
I mean, the fact that Vi was able to get nearly a full duration grip off is frankly criminal when you have a Disruptor, a Lion, and a Mars all nearby, within breathing distance.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I'm not sure the spear actually clipped him in the end either. I think it just just
clipped him. I'm pretty confident on this NPR. He got shuffled backwards a bit at the start.
Yeah,
so
and now
it would have to be very coincidentally timing to have also finished.
And now he's also closing in on an Ags as well, so it's going to make getting those grip disruptions even more a menace.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was not blessed by a P-Stone, so has to do it the old-fashioned, honest way.
So, FedX has finished his heart. Now he's closing in on a refresher, which actually might be on his courier. Check that out.
If he wants buyback or not.
Well, I mean,
I would keep buyback.
I think he should do. Oh no, he's not. He has 500 gold shy now. He's bought the
Well, there we go. He's in.
Mars has finished the Hex, and Wraithing has an AC going Agility Blink. I think we're now seeing the downfall of this tank Cardell, right? You have a Chronosphere you're getting a Chronosphere onto a support, and the Void can take care of it, no problem. You get a Chronosphere onto one of these tankier cores, he's struggling to put out the damage he needs to take them down in the duration of Chronosphere.
Oh, holy shit, they're coming through the portal again. They're going to see some enemies here.
They see some enemies, they find the Snapfire, the Hex, but actually the Spear doesn't connect. Snapfire might be the sacrificial lamb here, but the Greaves keep him alive a bit longer. It's a very split fight. Coop not able to get a kill over there. Yeah, they've decided the Snapfire is sacrificial lamb, but they had to pop a lot of stuff. Well, I say that, just the finger used.
Yeah, it was only finger.
That was actually really good kiting from Flowzone, pulling them away from the edge of this, from the rest of the team, so that the cores could get out.
Yeah, it was lovely. And nighttime as well. Very hard to actually find these heroes ducking through the trees.
Yeah. Honestly, if OGs win this, I'm all in on Flowzone MVP. He has played incredibly, and I'm not saying that as a very biased support player myself. I think he's just doing that thing of there's some little plays, like heads up plays like that, rather than like walking towards your team. Oh my god, Peebo. He's seen. Is the glimpse there? No, he right clicks the ward. No,
fucking watcher.
Oh.
To be fair, he's in his take aim, so he's got ghillie suit on. So his attacks don't reveal him through fog. So it would have been a tough kill.
But what I thought was with Cam slipped up the stairs, he just needed to give the vision for Disruptor to blink him back, right? Glimpse him back.
The glimpse not coming up was quite surprising.
We'll say it was on cooldown. I don't think it was on cooldown.
It was. I think it was just vision shenanigans. It was only like sniper only briefly flashed up twice.
Yeah. It's one of those spells where you cast it and then you lose vision on them, and then you have to recast it and you have to think again. God, I didn't cast. I got to redo it. None of this cheating here, where you can say as soon as they come into these macros that let you say as soon as they're in vision. Oh god! For a split second, I thought Llama was getting a refresher. I just glanced the bottom right where he's at a Q. There has this A on this Q and thought it was a refresher. I thought this is correct behavior. Getting a butterfly on the Faceless Void. I'm not sure taking these right clicks is your problem here, right? You're mostly taking you got to be taking a lot of magic damage from this team.
Yeah, I think in general, when you get to this point in the game and you have a slot you can put a butterfly in, and they don't really have slots for MKBs, it's kind of value.
I guess so. And who wants to buy an MKB on them, right? Wraith King,
yeah,
I guess.
Wraith King can, but all of his items are pretty essential at this point. Even Armlet is hard to get rid of.
Hey, I think Armlet maybe if you're trading it out for the. If you're trading it out for an MKB, maybe you still lose that strength gain though, right? Which is kind of.
Are they gonna do this again on Dire?
No.
Here we go.
They're going for it.
No one's set up this time.
Nah, they're baiting it out. They've scanned it out. So Dire scanned it out, said no way, they're not roshing. They're not roshing right now, so we can go elsewhere. And now OGs are just waiting at the sidelines. They're gonna be like, okay, we're just gonna see if they turn up. Instead,
this is the other response to the Roche standoff is you pressure towers.
Yeah, I think this is a good alternative, right? It's basically saying, look, we're gonna start taking your base, and with with a Deso Wraith King, you can clonk this pretty hard. Dire do have another scan. Oh no, sorry. Okay, they have no charge available on the team.
But they've been spotted. Okay, the Roche stops.
Okay. Oh geez, not willing to. But they see the sniper. There's the Hex. They're waiting for the counter jump here. This is so strange. Both teams are waiting for the full commit. There's the skewer back. The RP gets the arena onto 3 though. Static Storm goes down a bit too late and the BKBs come off. Camohero is stuck in the middle of this. Has time to get spells off thanks to the Wraith King.
This will be a cleanup by Wraith King for sure.
Now it looks like it's like a cleanup on Wraith King and from the FedEx. He pops the double magnetize. Has Blade Mail available, and that's a huge cleanup from LLL³. What a fight. 12k net worth lead. Wow, look at that.
They have such a massive information disadvantage on Dire going into that fight. But it doesn't matter, really.
Look at the vision Radiant had. They had
Radiant had tons of wards, tons of sentries, and Sniper just standing on the front line, daring them to go.
I mean, the fact that the Sniper can stand there, and he gets hexed, and nothing happens. Like, the patience from both teams to not, mass commit on that. I think they really tried to bait out seeing FedEx, and they managed to get the RP onto just him. But he gets the BKB off. He manages to survive through it. He survives through all the damage they tried to dump on him. And meanwhile, FedEx then rolls straight onto the backlines. Says, forget the sniper, I'm going on this backline. Mars Arena contains the 3 cores. And they get the cleanup kills on the supports. That's like the patience from this team, unbelievable. From both teams, actually. I'm really surprised that neither team jumped in there and got a bit trigger happy.
Yeah, it was really well played by both. But this is the problem with this sniper build is if you are going a longevity build and the enemy team has refreshers, you always will lose because they have 2 rounds of spells. So you either have to go a really high damage burst build that kills people in chrono, or you have to build refreshers of your own. And they are not close to that, right? He's got Butterfly on Void, which it's a good item. It's not a refresher. No refresher on Magnus, no refresher on anyone. And refresher is just the king of late game items. You can't win these fights unless you're bursting 2 or 3 heroes in chrono. And at the moment, Dire are not giving you 2 or 3 man chronos. They're not giving you really any good RPs either. They're just so patient and split up.
Oh no! Faceless Void's courier got killed with the talisman on the last bit of his butterfly. I mean, there's a world in which, right, he sends his courier along around to the other shop, go and buy another one. It's the cheapest item as part of that butterfly. If you really think you need this, and it makes a difference to you, go and get it.
Yeah, he'd have to send his own body out there, though, which you don't really want to do.
The most important statistic in the game, fantasy points, FedEx is at 9,175. Oh, sorry, buyback status you want. Oh, okay, alright. Everyone except Vi has buyback currently, which is, I mean, Vi's doing a nice job of sort of eluding this fight. He has his axe now, it didn't make much difference in that last fight, but...
This is a nice ward that Flowzone's got set up, if they do try and go for that push. Just now we are at the point of the game I'm expecting. How do you go high ground?
High ground's miserable from both teams. I mean, Magnus is on the side of OGs, you want to go high ground, you have Magnus to go fishing. Or you just have to set the sniper down there and let him right-click the thing and go, hey, come get me. And try and get this counter-initiator, try to go for the top wave. Here, I think you're reliant on FedEx rolling in, getting vision on 1, FedEx rolling in, and then hoping that they immediately jump you, so Disruptor can drop the Static Storm. You kind of just don't want to take the towers, you just want them to bait the fight out.
There is one big thing that's about to change all of that, and it's arriving on Mr. FedEx right now.
An
He's got the Consumed Axe. So he can now go in there. Okay, he doesn't have Blink, so it's really hard to do. But he can go in there, enchant Remnant, and kick them out.
Interesting. So it's basically he's got the Tusk kick effectively, but he has to click 3 more buttons to get it.
For example, he's going on sniper right now.
Here we go,
enchant
right
Remnant,
now.
Kick, and he's good.
Nice skewer back from him, but they have the sniper now, so they'll probably exchange a FedEx here for the sniper. The Gods has come out to try and save the sniper, and maybe he gets away with this now. BKB pops him Ware Banana. Aegis down on FedEx.
Team, you gotta go help your FedEx.
Oh wait, he drops the Magnetize. There's the Arena on 3. There's the Chronosphere though. The Static Storm dropped on top. And the Magnetize just doing work on those traps in that arena. And Ware Banana just gets the cleanup on top of it as well. Takes the tower. Probably one of these sets of racks, but maybe it's to think about backing up here. Does have ultimate still, so he's going to respawn in a second. Another second arena from Mars there. And they get the sniper again. This is a buyback sniper, so if they get the kill here, that's really nice for taking these high grounds.
Oh, he's silenced on lock.
The RP isn't enough. They get the Static Storm, but there's no kinetic field to communicate. Just about keep him in, and Larry Llama goes down as well. Meanwhile, Ware Banana hitting this Rex. They want this down.
This might be game. What a lovely, lovely bit of play.
That was some... I mean, the roll in. I mean, you send your Aegis carrier in. He sacrificed himself in order to get the kill. Buyback on
Okay, here's the
Magnus.
Ware Banana can die. He's only got 1 life.
The silence onto the Faceless Void, though, might be in trouble here. It's going to run out shortly. He is stunned against the tree. Ware Banana goes in. He gets the Clonk onto him. Lone Soldier has to buy back straight away. He buys back. Doesn't have the Chronosphere available, though, so what's he going to do? There's the Magnus skewer onto 2. But no RP to follow up, and no Chronosphere either. Might get the kill on Camohero here. The grip onto FedEx. No Aegis available this time. They're going to lose FedEx for it. But
that is what almost every single buyback on Radiant used.
That is
down Megas.
everyone except Vi.
Everyone except Vi.
They just went, alright, he's used his grip now, alright. And they're going to give chase here. They have to try and get a little bit more with all those buybacks used. Are they just going to run it down mid and try and force some buybacks from LLL³?
Yeah, at the moment your best play is you somehow clutch the game with a Chrono here. If they dribble in buybacks or something. But it's not going to be easy.
It'll be up in 20 seconds. I mean, the sniper dying twice there to the same maneuver. FedX blinks in, Stone Remnant kicks you out, the rest of the team just beats you up. It's like that scene from Office Space when they go out and they're just kicking they're smashing the printer on the ground. That's what I can imagine the sniper's perspective was there. Just the team kicking the crap out of him.
Yeah, good. Be annoying. Keep hexing him.
Yeah, just this continual harassment. Just making him go, like, okay, you want to take this tower? That's fine. But we're just buying time for the team.
And you've got Glimpse to chase if you can land it. He does have BKB. They don't have the vision on him from...
Okay, they're happy to... They're saying, okay, you can take a barracks, but we're not going to sacrifice any buybacks here. Which I think is some really... this is some really... What's the word I'm looking for? Ordered and patient play from LLL³.
Yeah, it's there is no point risking anything at this point. You have everything to lose by going for super aggressive plays. So now you can either go for a smoke with all your buybacks and try and get some pickoffs, knowing they have none, or you can just chill and wait Roche. It's up in 30 seconds.
I think surely you just try and get the try and push up for something here, right? You know they've got no buybacks, so even if they lose one, every hero they lose is an easier fight for you. And if you have to buy back and TP in, you have the shrine available. Especially if this sniper's hanging himself out here at the front of this base.
And they've got vision. They've got vision of this. They've got observer ward.
They do have an observer ward in the base there.
The only
that would have been so. Oh, they've.
Oh my god, that was close for FedX. I'm
gonna have to follow FedX.
Whiffs the roll on
I'm gonna have to do FedX camp because no doubt.
Yeah, he's how they're gonna break high ground. Now this is the problem with no blink. Previously you had Aegis, so this was fine to do. Now you do not. And
there's the roll in, but he gets pushed back. He does get the magnetize off onto 3, onto 4. Grip onto Mars, who's probably not the target you want. They see the sniper, they drop the arena and the static storm onto him. They'll be content with this kill. But Web Banana is in and slapping him down. Peebo goes down to the Web Banana Wraith King. And Void is in with the Chrono. Knowing they've got no spells to follow up, the Wraith King is down.
Good save.
Will be respawning, but a huge save by FedX onto the Mars. Saves the Mars using the Stone Remnant form, but he still goes down. But he has this Wraith King timer now. Drops the arena again, even in death. And Larry Llama might be the sacrifice here. Yim Mars buyback. They're going to try and finish out here. A second Chronosphere. Onto the FedX, but hasn't got the damage, and he lives. The stuns are quite hard, though. Oh, FedX trying to get something with his death timer, but it's not enough. Mars, Fiend script in front of the enemy base. This is his buyback, remember. But Web Banana's cleaning up the base. They're saying, okay, you can kill him. Spend all the time you want killing him. LLL³ needs to be careful now. That's buyback on FedX and buyback on Yim. Yim goes down. FedX is coming back in. They know that this Void has nothing left in the tank. Web Banana gets the kill onto the Bane. And that's all of LLL³ perished. FedX changes his mind about coming in here. It's a rollout. It's a nice hold. That second Chronosphere really made all the impact there. But
yeah, the surprise refresher definitely caught them out. Caught me out.
Yeah, I hadn't actually seen.
It's getting a bit scarier. I'm less confident in the direction. I still think it's like 70% chance. But
I think
refresher Void.
Surely, what you do here is you're up very shortly. You surely just try and get a single pick. Oh, up to tier. We're on to tier 5 items now. We've got a pirate hat on NZFedX. Oh no, tier 5 neutrals.
Holy shit. I have one concern for NZFedX build, and you saw it happen in that fight. If you do this Axe build without Blink, you are committing your only escape to get in there, right?
Yeah.
If you have Blink, you blink in, enchant Remnant, kick them out, and then roll yourself back to safety. He can only roll in, and he just gets skewered. And you saw it happen there, and he's in so deep and in such trouble, and the rest of the team has to scurry and scrimp to try and get to it.
Are they just going to try and end here? They are. I think OG's look like they're just going to try and end.
Force buybacks.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they don't have Chronosphere available, and you should know this.
Should be here and should just kick Void into the mountain, right?
Absolutely.
But for some reason, he's just.
I mean, you have the control with these two, right? I think you're a little bit worried about the Snapper on the back line, who can maybe grieve you to try and keep you alive a bit longer, but that's their Fortify used. I mean, you have a Magnus and Bane committed to just defending this base.
Okay, let's do tier 5 items. What have we got so far?
Giant's Ring on Wraith King. Pirate's Hat
Giant's
on
Ring Wraith King.
Earth Spirit.
Giant's Ring Wraith King is not... Giant's Ring is just never that good, unfortunately. But it's quite funny. So it has points in
Sniper has a tier 5 token, but hasn't used it yet. I mean, this extra strength is just like... I mean, it's what, 30 extra strength, but the real, I think, benefit of him is going to this movement speed. Being able to stay on top of these heroes, because we saw him have a little bit of trouble in that last fight to stick on top of the heroes. He wants to stick on top and keep bashing away at them.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've noticed he rarely remembers to press Wraith Fire Blast.
Yeah.
And it's letting a lot of people get away.
Maybe that, you know how he was so low, he didn't have Resurrection after that one fight where he used Wraith Fire Blast. He's now scared about it. Like, I mean, I can't click this.
Yeah, that could be it.
Pre-Roshan for LLL³, which makes this going high ground a little bit easier. Surely you give this extra life to NZFedX. We've seen the damage you can cause with it. There's a cheese.
So
Another banner picked up. So we have a Hex, by the way, on the Disruptor as well. So that's effectively a Hex on 3 of the heroes if you include the Lion. My word.
I really would have preferred Blink. I think being able to... You're not getting good enough Disruptor ults just waiting for them to go on you, because they're pressing BKB before they go in. They're not idiots. They've learned from their mistake.
But they are kicking this Sniper directly on top of you. So you then Hex him and he's just controlled to hell. He can do nothing.
Yeah, I think Hex is okay. As long as you're surviving, right? If Disruptor's just getting chronoed pretty early on, it didn't feel that good.
Wraith King has picked up an MKB, swapped out his boots for it. So he's very slow.
No, he sold armlet for MKB. He swapped boots out for Refresher Shard.
Oh, you're right, of course. Sorry, yeah. I didn't see the lack of the armlet anymore. I mean, this is okay. It's like you said, it's not exactly what you want to do, but it's I think it's what he needs. Mirror Shield for Disruptor, Mirror Shield for the Bane. Snapfire has a Book of Shadows, so another bit of save.
Oh, that's so important.
I mean, you drop that Book of Shadows on the Faceless Void who's about to go down, and my word. What else have we got? Mirror Shield on Magnus and a Stygian Desolator on this Sniper. Mirror Shield. I forget about Mirror Shields. Mirror Shield on Mars. Mirror Shield on Lion. Mirror Shield on Disruptor. Incredible.
Very sad. No one on Dire getting the max increased range item. Lion and Disruptor would both love that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Sniper finds a damage item. Heart Tarask. You know what he's going for next? A Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. He's got to escape. Gotta live.
He's got to live. Void has got a Satanic, yeah. But he's backpacked the Refresher for it. I'm not sure you want to do that. I think you need this Refresher.
The way he's been playing the fights is he's gone in, chronoed once, BKB once, used everything, and then backed off, gone back to base, swapped Refresher in for the quick swap, and then come back out.
Yeah, Sniper has bought the Mystic Staff part of his Wind Waker without buying the Yules first.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
Yeah.
You know, if he's clearly learned the Void got his courier killed.
Yeah, it's true, actually. He's thinking long term here.
I'm just going to pick this up now.
I think it's probably... he was up in the Dire Triangle for a while, clearing Ancients when they were pushing high ground, so I think maybe he's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get some... grab it while I'm here. A bit window shopping. Must be a bit careful here. Get skewered in. BKBs, there's the Mirror Shield. Procs on the Sniper. Gives it the old walk away. Is there a world in which LLL3, all pop BKBs, walked in and just right-click this Ancient. And besides a Chrono, you've got to struggle. So if you spread out enough,
all the ways Radiant can stop it, yes, it's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, you have
I
Fiend
think
Script as well, I suppose.
You've got Fiend Script and you've got Glyph. And you've got RP.
Oh, you have got RP.
So
Yeah, it's
all
fair
those
enough.
problems.
If you, aside from all those ways they could actually stop them, could they stop them? Yes, you're right. I was, in a normal Goon game, I absolutely agree. I think Goons are very afraid of hitting the Ancient. I thought that this was the same, and I, of course, failed to look at all the spells that OGs have.
So, if we're talking how they win this, I think normally the best way is you play on the edges of the sort of high ground area. So where the racks would normally be, you build up there, and you compress them back so creep waves can build up. And you use those waves as vision, and you just push behind them. And you can always see where they are because they've got to deal with those waves. That doesn't really work because they've got such good wave clearance sniper. You can just sit there and kill it. And they have Magnus so that if you play this high ground area, you can get skewered into them. So the problem is, I don't know how they do this. I still think it has to be Blink on NZFedX to go for the Enchant Remnant. But
He's sitting. He is sort of sitting bot. I think he was looking to try and catch the sniper who was sitting the trees in the bot lane, clicking the wave. But of course, with this ghillie suit, it's hard to identify him.
The other problem is buybacks are all back up now. So the window of opportunity for that has gone.
Yeah.
I do think, again, it's lacking these blinks is the problem.
NZFedX rolls in, doesn't see a target. He sees Llama, but he just gets skewered back.
He can boot him out
Lincoln Sphere,
like that as well.
Lincoln Sphere to stop him enchanting him. It is so hard to break the higher ground here. They're in the base now. They have the arena onto the sniper. NZFedX rolls in. There's the Chronosphere onto 2. Catches the Disruptor. Sniper growing down gradually, but it's not the damage you want. And Wraith King goes down instead. And the Mars is down as well. FedX is trying to do what he can with the back line, but meanwhile, this Void is doing work.
Void down.
Void down, but he has got buyback, and he buys back straight away. Does have Chrono available. Second Chrono goes down. Goes onto Disruptor. Wraith King doesn't have another life.
He
Gonna click the base.
Pressure. There we go.
There's the Fortify though. And now if you're LLL3, you have to think about getting out. Your heroes are all down. This base ain't dropping right now. Webinar's in. He's just slapping the base. Spells are down. Can anyone stop him? It's not enough.
Okay, if they do that again, it does work.
Oh, these stuns and disarms. Brutal. Webinar makes a valiant attempt to take the Rex. The final... the Aegis there, but the Mirror Shield and all the stuff going to work on him. My word. Where are these disarms going from?
We have set up for a Harry Potter gambit. You've baited out the Void buyback, you've then lost everyone, they're going to come high ground. Can you nail your buyback and kill Void off before he can escape?
Yeah.
It's so much on Yim now. He has to blink Hex, skewer back an arena, whilst everyone else is buying back and getting ready. He can't fuck this up. And if they just buy back like this and let them escape, Yim's not in position. Disaster. Horrific. Terrible play.
Oh no, and now LLL3, that's the win condition right there, because you have all the buybacks on everyone but the Face of Void. They're looking to try and catch someone, but a nice, orderly retreat.
You just ruined your game. Because now, you can't go for the ancient hit play. I mean, you can try, but it's real fucking sketchy. You are going all in on just, you win now. You've lost about, what, 20k gold from that?
Yeah,
probably?
I mean, look at the gold swing just in the last few minutes. Unbelievable gold swing.
Yeah, that was pretty questionable.
I mean, your biggest concern right now is these buybacks. The Mirror Shield's doing so much work in making this Bane basically not a hero, because the Bane can't get a Fiend Script off. He has to commit everything on one hero. There's the skewer. The NZFedX just walks up, gets skewered, pops the BKB. Gives it the old walk away. Stone Remnant in. They are just going to hit the base thing, but that's a grip onto the Wraith King. He has an extra second life available. Big Disruptor ult. The Gozzers are coming in. Webinar's going to hit the throne. The arena's gone down.
Oh, they're going to do it! Oh my god. He's got
the chrono comes back in just the nick of time. The Iron Arena, they're going to lose the Masters, but they're going to continue to hit the throne. Is it enough? The skewer into Fountain. Second arena pop. They're just committing to clicking this throne. Webinar's in as a ghost form, but it's not enough. And that might be game. FedX has hit the throne, but he has nothing left. Close. 300 health, 280 health. It's not enough.
The Carties protected by Glyph. They've got to kill the Roshan's banner. The class is going to do it.
It's going to do it.
Lost.
It goes down.
Oh my god, the Roshan's banner.
Oh my god. They did it with no heroes left. All dead Plague, and they bloody did it. The little Carty that could, says yeah, but he's damn right. I should stay away from Toad, says Banana. Oh my word. Oh my god. Well. What an ending! What an ending to a bloody long game.
I mean, you called it beforehand. They went 1-1 in their series during the Atlas groups. It was going to be a close one. It was going to be as close as you can get.
My word. 1 hour, 11-minute game. I think really the true losers here was the people watching in chat and us for that game. Oh no, I think it's a treat.
Fucking brilliant.
Ashwin says the Harry Potter gambit, but Hedwig gets the kill on Voldemort. Very apt. Hedwig dive bombs at the end, gets the final kill. Oh, even at the end, I mean, Dota Plus just gave up trying to predict who was going to win that. It just goes all over the place.
I kind of want to go back and see who planted that Roshan's banner. I have a theory it was either Yim or Coop.
I believe it was Coop at the end. We can have a quick look at that.
Coop just won in the game so hard.
Yeah, I mean that was the ultimately the victory there. Let's see who had the last banner. Does it show up in the player items?
No, it won't because it was planted. So it shows Camohero had one in his backpack, but we don't get to see who had one in the fight.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I was hoping we'd see it at the end. Oh, brilliant! What a game. Well, I'm gonna. Do you want to give an MVP for this game? I mean. I've already said I think I'd stand by it that if OGs had won, Flowzone would have been my MVP.
I mean, Flowzone can have the on. I think MVP, it's probably Webanana. He really turned up for his team. He prioritized, played the fights really well to avoid the strong disables from OGs, and then was always there at the end to clean it up. And even if it was Coop who put the final nail in the coffin, Webanana prioritizing the throne did a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the MVP is clearly the Carty, no doubt.
Yeah, the MVP is the Carty, undeniably.
But if you're looking at the heroes, then I gotta say, gotta give it to Banana. Really good play at the end, and actually, he kind of recovered really well. I don't think he was too pressed in this top lane, but he turned up the fight, started turning up to the fights at the right time, getting a few kills, and once he started to sort of start to increase this pressure back on OGs, the fights really started to turn around for them. Once he was in these fights, clonking away at heroes, it was just like, oh my god. And the Peebo sniper, no, I just hate it.
Fucking sucks. He throws so hard.
It is it's a throw. But if you're going to throw, the tiebreaker over a non-significant position game is the one to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to see if we can get anyone in for an interview? We might be able to get I'd love to see a Webanana or something in. If he's available, let's find out. Just find out what the Webanar's around. Wonder if they started their debrief with Azok Prime yet. They have indeed, it looks like.
They have, yeah.
Still unplayed heroes. Alright, I'll grab Webanana and he's available. Webanana, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, I need to catch my breath.
I'm sure you do. What an ending to the game. I mean, first of all, how clenched was your bumhole in those last 30 seconds of the game?
Mate, so that fight, I don't know if you could glean from the way we were playing, but Fed's idea was just like, let's rush the Ancient. What can they do? Let's just rush it with Wraith King. And in hindsight, we probably should have waited 30 seconds for the fucking refresher orb to just secure it a little bit. But it got to the point when we were getting controlled and like we were kind of dwindling and dropping off one by one, and there was no one left. And then I think I went, oh, GG, like we fucked it. And then we looked down, saw the banner and the creep, and we're like, oh, the Canati.
Maybe you can answer who planted that banner at the end.
That was Coop's.
It was
banner.
Coop's. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And there we are. That was the. So actually, we should be kicking you off and saying MVP Coop for that banner placement at the end. Then.
Oh, did you think it was mine?
No,
I gave you MVP for overall gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Blake.
I could say Coop fucking won you that game for sure, but you were definitely the MVP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Coop just. I
Well,
was just hitting
technically
creeps.
the
Coop
cards
was
are
doing all the hard stuff.
So we were. First of all, well done, congratulations. That puts you top of Group 2, which means you'll get to pick your opponents for the upcoming seeding matches between. Well, it's between Group 1. I don't know yet, depending on the situation with what happens to the balancing of teams around the groups, whether you'll get which opponents you get to pick from. But principally, you'll get, I guess, a choice probably between Team Sit Out and Granny's Cookies, or maybe Mancaf and Sit Out, or Granny's Cookies. Is there anyone that you're thinking we really don't want to play them, or we'd like to play them?
I mean, so the primary driving factor behind this decision for us is probably the fact that, I don't know if you saw it, but in the thread for game planning, Larry Llama, we were trying to do the anything but Dota tiebreaker. Larry Llama insisted on a best of one to claim, and I quote, their rightful place at the top of the group.
I see. So it's a vengeance game.
Purely so they could they could face Team Sit Out. So part of me wants to take Sit Out of his fight.
It looks like you will have a choice between Team Sit Out and Granny's Cookies. Judo's confirmed. So
yes, I'll defer that to a conversation with Coach Prime and the rest of the team.
Fair enough. I guess the I have to let you know that this was technically an illegal tiebreaker, because technically the rules are there has to be a non-game of Dota, and the good news is some of the spellcasting in that game means it can no longer be considered a normal game of Dota. There was some crazy fights where spells were being cast, but they were like the engagements were just crazy. The portal play where you portal top.
What were you lads doing going through that portal? You were
the Roche fight top.
Yeah, why?
Where we killed them all.
The first one.
Really by accident. Like we were like, oh, they're doing Roche, let's go. Fed was like, I'll TP in, and we were all closer to the portal, so we just thought, fuck it, we can try something. And it came off. The second time, we kind of chickened out, I think.
Well, you were TP'd instead of the random fucking portal.
Yeah. I mean, it was brilliant to watch. The play when you came top. Was there any? I stretched my brain and thought, was there any world in which you planned that you would go in first and effectively bait as much as you could, knowing that you had a second life? That was intentional.
Actually, yeah. Fed said go through the portal and just like face tank all their spells.
Wow.
And I was kind of hesitant, and I was like, "Are you sure? Like, do I not just blow someone up?" And you went, "I'm going." So I went, "Okay, fine, I'm going too."
Brilliant.
But yeah, that was kind of the thought process on that one.
And it kind of worked, because the second time you went through, I don't know if you knew that OGs had basically tried to bait you into going to the Roche pit, and you saw the sniper just sitting in the middle of the stairs, and they were like all waiting around.
Did you see that we pinged it twice?
Yes.
So my gut was going after the first one, and it went red, and Yim was going for the portal, and I went, wait, pinged it again, and there was no one there, and which is why Yim cancelled his trip through the portal, and we went, that's chalked. And then we all went through, because we swear we heard a roar. Went through there, and
there was a roar.
Yeah, but then there was no Roche in the pit when we looked, so we were like, oh, well, whatever.
They had a ward on your portal, and so they all saw you TP in, and they left pit rather than stick around and fight, and went back to play where their wards were. Maybe the right decision. I don't know. I would have. The Roche was real fucking low when they left that pit. I maybe would have committed for it.
We didn't see Roche. We thought Roche hadn't spawned yet, and then we kind of did some
It followed
fucking
him
around.
out of the pit, and then you guys kind of walked past each other as Roche walked back into the pit.
So we thought it was like a glitch. We were like, oh, I swear we heard a roar.
It was a
Yeah.
really fun game to watch.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it was it was a fun game to watch. I mean, it's tempered slightly by the fact that it's a tiebreaker, but nonetheless, a really entertaining game, I think.
It fills me with so much joy that we managed to beat them again. We managed to put this fucking and we managed to, after them saying that they're going to claim their rightful place, and they tried to get us to their best of 3 for this shit.
Best of 3 was a cracked idea.
So it fills us with joy that we managed to kind of stamp our mark on the group. Still haven't managed to acquire that third L, but we're still looking.
So I'm gonna grab a member of OGs now for a quick interview as well. Thank you so much, Banana. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you guys for casting. I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun watching it tomorrow at work.
It was a great one.
Okay, thank you very much, Banana. And
GG's.
I can confirm that we have got Flowzone from Team OGs. Flowzone, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. Christ.
Unfortunate for you, a great game. We really enjoyed casting it. A really fun game to watch.
It was interesting to play. I'm not gonna flame too much at who I think was at fault. I'm not gonna say it was Larry, but no, he I think we all played relatively well. We just forgot how to play Dota.
I might argue that your blame might be a little bit misplaced there. I think Larry was doing an excellent job of doing exactly what he had to with FedEx every time FedEx rolled in, skewing it back.
I don't disagree. Like I think Larry had an unbelievable game. I think a lot of the team fights, sort of mid game and late game especially, were due to his skewers. So I think Larry, Llama, Magnus is still something to be absolutely terrified of. But it didn't work out this game. Unfortunately, I think we let Wraith King get a little bit too strong, and we messed up some execution of mid-game fights. But it is what it is.
It happens. I mean, there was a beautiful cacophony of spells at some points, and who can really predict the Harry Potter gambit, and who could predict that the Carty. The Banner Carty saving the day.
I'm still I don't know what happened, but it just managed to live, and
they had the banner down. So
they had a banner down. I managed to get my 5 hits. It was 1 HP off of dying the banner, and my what's the spell called? The pew pew spell.
Yes, the pew pew spell.
It just ran out of charges, and I had to run 3 metric miles to make that last hit, and unfortunately that gave the cut one last.
It was so close.
It is unfortunate. It's so close.
If he had that second chrono still, I'd have chronoed those cards.
Absolutely,
well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, so it was an intense end to the game, but I think it was either way. I think it could have gone both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the difference being literally down to that Carty, because if that dies, LLL³ lose that game. You run down mid and you end, and they cannot do anything because you push their buybacks and they had nothing left.
Did they have any buybacks left?
No, they used them all in the previous encounter.
Oh no!
Sorry, sorry to tell you.
It's a gut blow.
My heart.
I know, it's twisting the knife in there. Well, it might make you feel better to know that you were certainly my honourable mention of the game. Some really nice saves and just plays around your team and rotations in the early game. I think really made this FedEx sad in the mid game and in the mid lane, and the nice rotation round to bot immediately following it to pick up 2 kills on top was lovely to see.
I'll be honest. I feel like in the nicest way possible, I had FedEx's number from minute 1 to minute 15, and then I think he just chain killed me, and I was like, this is my game.
It was so you will, I guess, receive the other of the 2 that LLL³ don't choose. So GTI has confirmed that it'll be between Team Satak Ray's cookies, which means that I believe Mancaf must be moving over to Mancaf or Spherical must be moving over to Group 4 for seeding purposes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so well, brilliant game. Thank you so much for it. Good luck with the playoffs and with your seeding matches. We called that it was gonna be a close game on the basis of the 1-1, and we were damn right. It was a very close game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to meet these guys sort of later down the line, so we can show them the power of Chunderlord Sniper. But
before we let you go, this mid sniper build.
Yes. Okay, so this is the dream child of our coach, who recently hit Immortal as a result of this build sniper.
Oh god.
So in theory, it works. It is very good. If you note, whilst he went 0 farming items at the first, sort of initially, he still had the second most damage in the game by quite a margin. He did mega carry, and I don't think. I think people look at the build and think, "Ooh, this sniper, what's he doing? This is such a weird item build." But I mean, he's tanked a shed load of damage, 101k. He's dealt 88k damage on par with our carry. So yes, it looks weird, it looks strange, but it's very effective.
My argument would be that it doesn't do enough of either. It's not tanky enough, and it's not damagey enough.
You say that, but if you look at, there was a team fight where he got ganked by 4 people. He was tanking for a good, I don't know, 5-6 seconds, and we were deciding, should we actually go and commit to this fight? In the end, we were like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And as a result, we got, I think, 4 kills in return.
Fair enough.
Just
well,
this sniper took so long to die.
I remain unconvinced, but I will keep an eye out for it in future series, and I leave it open that you can convince me on this matter.
That's fair enough. I mean, it's currently 1-1 in us playing it in
that's true.
GTI, so the jury's still out, but we'll convince people yet.
Well, thank you very much, Flowzone. Thank you for joining us, and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks very much.
Look after yourselves.
Peace.
Thank you. Wait. Well, Plague, that's us done for the Tiebreaker game. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a real fun one. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be long, and as usual, whenever you hope something's not gonna be long, it turns into a 70+ minute game.
Oh, an absolute grinder. But it was a really fun game and an absolute pleasure casting with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for listening and for watching, and thanks to those who watch on the replays and send me nice comments about it, or the negative comments as well. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.